Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new team up collection, and I have held myself off until now, but it's time to dive into the Avengers Part 1. This is one of my favorite team up collections. I'm not a huge fan of the team up collection idea in general. I've made videos ranting about this already, but it's good to see them sticking to their promises where they added it to ABX ABL, and now with the new with the new Avengers token pack, they added the Guardians token into the farmable stuff. So this is farmable, this is farmable, and this is farmable, and this is farmable. And I have not spent a single penny on those three that I just showed you: the Midnight Suns, the Sinister Six, or X-Force. I didn't spend any money, and as you can see, I'm more than halfway done. Right, I'm in the final stretch for these, so I'm very happy with that. It does take time for sure to farm. It is a grind for sure, but it's attainable. Don't let people tell you otherwise, and you just have to make sure you're hitting those score minimums for ABX and ABL. You know, 13 million for ABX, and then 10 million for ABL. As many days in a row as you can do that, the more tokens you're going to get. And yeah, my Guardians one is the worst, but it's honestly not even that far off. And I also didn't spend money getting packs for this crap either. But we are going to be spending money for this one. Yes, we are going to be spending money for this one because I just love Thor and Hulk so much, and I like everybody else. Like, I like almost every character here besides maybe like Hawkeye and Vision, and obviously Wasp is kind of useless. But yeah, let's go ahead and collect all of the tokens that I can collect for free here. So that was, I think, having tier 3s in the list. This is for having 40 normal uniforms. 40 is a lot of normal uniforms, I will say that. This is having those 5 rare uniforms. Those uniforms kind of suck. Hopefully they're good as optionals. 11 tier 2s. That's pretty straightforward. No biggie there. 25 heroic uniforms. That's crazy. Obviously more difficult for new players, but easy for veterans because we've seen these characters come and go out of the meta. I mean, just in the Hulk video, right? That's 3 meta uniforms for this dude in the span of 4 years. So just for one guy. Reach tier 3/transcended for those 4. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Legendary uniforms for those 6. Okay, yeah, we have the newest cap, which is nice. Oh, no, it's more than 6. It's 7. Actually, it's the newest Wasp and the newest cap. That's pretty good. The other one's not so great. Tier 3 for 11 of them. That's fine. Pretty easy. 30 mythic uniforms. That's a lot of mythic uniforms. And then tier 4. So this is the one... This is the one I can't complete. I need 6 tier 4s. That's a lot of tier 4s. The other ones are only 3 tier 4s, and I can show you, for example, the Guardians one. I also don't have that one. They want 3 tier 4s. I'm not going to tier 4, Star-Lord or Gamora, so the only one left would be Beta Ray Bill. Maybe when another one gets a tier 4, I'll consider it. I think Beta Ray Bill's a fantastic tier 4, don't get me wrong, but Gamora and Star-Lord are definitely past their prime. No interest there. And then here, there's a lot of good ones still. Obviously, the big one is Spider-Man. I avoided Spider-Man for a long time, but yeah, I could tier 4 Spider-Man for PvP, Otherworld Battle. I should have tier 4'd Captain Marvel by now for ABX ABL, but with Scarlet Witch on the horizon, it's better to wait. And then there's also tier 4 Cap. So there's actually 3 options here. I just have to choose one of them, so it's not too bad. But we'll get those 25 tokens later on down the line. We did get 100 tokens though. You get 125. And then, of course, you get more for doing this shit here. We'll do this quickly. We're going to do... So all the Avengers get energy defense. We'll do the energy defense one here. It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. These 4.6 million. We want ignore dodge for all of the Avengers allies. And I want to just reiterate here because I made the mistake when I did my original video for this content. You have to be very careful with the wording on the buffs because there's 2 types of buffs for this team-up content, this team-up collection content. The first buffs are buffs that only apply to characters in the team-up collection. So it'll say, applies to Avengers Part 1 allies. So that's just Captain America through to Wasp. And then you'll have one that applies to a specific faction. So it says applies to human allies, applies to, whatever, Inhumans, mutants, whatever the case may be. It'll say specifically one type. So take, for example, the 9th option there. I can increase fire damage, which is the one I'm going to choose here. This applies to all human allies. So this is going to hit Human Torch. This is going to hit Ghost Rider. This won't just apply to the Avengers. But it also won't apply to Jean Grey because she's not a human. She is a mutant, right? So another argument would be, okay, do cold damage because it'll apply to Luna if you want to push your scores and you want to push her in that specific content. I think either one of them is fine. I think cold damage and fire damage, honestly, pretty equal in terms of like comparing Ghost Rider and Luna. I think long-term, fire damage will be better because there are just way more fire damage characters than there are cold damage characters. I mean, Luna's the only cold damage human, right? The other cold damage characters, Loki is an alien and Iceman is a mutant, so they just don't apply, right? To all Avengers, do we want to increase HP? So increasing HP would be really good for Hulk, and it would be good for Spider-Man PvP, for example. And then decreasing pierce damage taken would also be good for PvP. Again, Spider-Man, a little bit of Hulk. All resistance is kind of not important. I think I'm actually going to choose HP. I think HP is much more important here than decreasing pierce damage. I'm not using Hulk for PvP, as you can see from my most recent video. And I'm not really using Spider-Man until he's tier 4. This one applies to Avengers versus superheroes. So this decreases basic damage received from heroes. This would be good for Spider-Man in PvP, but I'm not using him. This one reduces damage from villains. This one is also pretty good for PvP, especially with all the villains right now. Thanos, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey. And then this one is decreasing basic damage from boss types. So if your Thor is dying in PvE content or your Hulk is dying or whatever, I'm actually just going to do super villains. But, they're pretty straightforward. It's only applying to a couple of characters that I'm going to use for Otherworld Battle, like Black Widow and Spider-Man. This is all human allies. Poison resist, mind resist. It's pretty much the same. I think mind resist maybe edges out a small victory because of characters like Madeline for PvP if you're using humans against her. But that's like a small thing here. Increasing damage to heroes or villains or boss types again. So this is, instead of decreasing, this is increasing. I'm going to take the increase. No, I'm actually going to take the increase to boss types. Yeah. I want Thor to be stronger in PvE. I want Hulk to be stronger in PvE. Hell yeah. And, maybe a little bit of Ant-Man too. The increasing damage to mutants and humans and aliens. This is a PvP one primarily, but the mutant one should apply for Jean Grey World Boss Legend. So that'll apply if you're trying to climb with Thor from 60 to 64, or on earlier stages with Hulk and stuff like that, or Black Widow, whoever, Ant-Man on 30 to 35, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think Mutant is probably the best choice there because Human is not available. If there was increased damage to humans, then that would be the best one. Alien, though, Alien hits a lot now, right? Because it hits Black Swan. Actually, Alien might be better. Alien hits Gore, Mephisto, Null, Ultron? No, Ultron's not an alien, but it also hits Black Swan. So this one might actually be better than Mutant. Damn, that was a mistake. Yeah, I think actually Alien is better. I'm actually going to change that. Don't I have to... Oh, I haven't selected my options yet. Right. Okay, fire resist, cold resist, lightning resist. Again, this is pretty much human allies. This is probably fire resist for any of the humans that you're using in PvP who are fighting Jean or fighting Ghost Rider. You want to give them more resistance there. But now you have to go and select. So now you have to apply the option. Right. I thought I was leveling up and applying it at the same time. So that's why I thought I had wasted... because I think it costs you... How much does it cost to change it? It's going to tell me here. 50 crystals. Okay, I thought I had wasted 50 crystals, but I hadn't. That's really good. Okay. You obviously, long term, if you want the most tokens, you want to go and level all of these up because it gives you extra tokens. But I'm not going to be doing that right now because I don't want to spend up all my gold. But there we go. We get an extra almost 40 tokens. Oh, yeah, we get exactly. So we have 140 tokens. Sweet. Oh, yeah, because we leveled up one twice. That's right. So we got 140 tokens. Now that's pretty good. Nice. We got all those extra buffs for these characters and for human allies, etc. Blah, blah, blah. That's cool. Now what we want to do is see how far we get with just our free tokens. This is the first thing I want to do. So let's see. 100% success rate. That one always, succeeds. Sure. Okay. 100% again. This one always succeeds, and then we get down to 95 or 90%. Okay, let's see. Failing at 90% is pretty sad, but it's fewer tokens, I guess. Okay, 90% again. Okay, we've succeeded thus far. Let me move my camera, actually, so you guys can see the success chance as it dwindles. So we're down to 80% success rate. Okay, nice. We haven't failed yet. Nice. 75. Okay, we fail on a 75. It costs us 22 tokens. That's ouch. Okay, nice. We succeed on the next one. Cool. And then we have one roll left with a 70% chance. Okay, so only one failure. And we get about a third the way, or maybe a fourth of the way through. That's pretty good, to be honest. That gives everybody 10% attack besides Hulk. And then it gives everybody, including Hulk, 1% pierce. So that's pretty cool. That's not the whole video, because I want to be a little bit of a whale right now. A little bit of a splasher. And I want to get this 9-year team-up collection token pack. I normally think that the token packs are really bad, and they are really bad, the normal token packs that you can buy by going to the team-up collection and clicking the shop icon over there in the left corner. If you click that, you get this stuff. I think these packs are terrible. I think they're really, really bad value. If you compare this pack to the one I'm about to buy, the value is much better, because 4,000 crystals and 280 tokens for the same price, right? 4,000 crystals and 280 tokens versus 3,500 crystals and you get 600 tokens. 600 tokens is a lot more than 280. It's more than double. So I personally think that this is still a bad offer, but it's better. Whereas the offer I showed you is like a 1 out of 10. This is like a 3 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10, and it does include the new one. It does include the new one. So you could mix and match as well. So there is a little bit of flexibility there as well. If you're like, okay, I want, 400 of the Avengers tokens, but I want 200 of the Guardians of the Galaxy tokens. In any event, I don't recommend this purchase for the majority of players. I'm going to go ahead and purchase it here real quick. We're going to put up the old credit card hider, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. So it cost me $80 with tax, Canadian, 80 Canadian, and 3,500 crystals is about $40, $45 after tax, but we'll just say $40 before tax. So 40, the other 40 essentially, besides the crystals, because I always need the crystals, sure, whatever. So I'm paying $40 for just the tokens and the gold. The 5 million gold is nice. I'm about to spend the 5 million gold, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, sure. So $40 for 600 tokens. We're gonna select the Avengers for all three. I actually don't know if I even need 600, but I'm gonna do it anyways. My advice to you would just be do 200 at a time, right? Because there's no reason, like, once you get maxed out on the team up collection, you don't need the tokens ever again. So if you ask a whale to screenshot it for you, they'll have like 500 of these tokens because they still collect them from the chests that drop them in ABX and ABL, but they can't use them anymore because they're maxed out. But anyways, I'm not going to go the efficient route. I'm going to go the max whale route. We have 600 tokens, and now I want to show you guys what $40, how far that gets me from 10% attack and 1% pierce. Let's go ahead here. 65% odds. Okay, we nailed it. Nice. No fails yet, except that one. 60. Nice. We hit the 60. Okay. If we can get, I just want to predict this right now. I think we should be able to, unless we get really unlucky. But if we can get to 5% pierce, which is not the next big node, but the one after that, that would be crazy. If we can max this out, that would be insane. I don't think we're going to be that lucky to max this out. Okay, we failed there. But I would be really happy. Okay, 2 fails in a row. That's 68 tokens gone. Okay, so that cost me 100 tokens there, that one upgrade. But yeah, if we can get to that second big node, that would be amazing. Yo, back-to-back successes. Very nice. This is basically gambling. This is 100% gambling. Okay, we fail on the 38, 40% chance. 40% chance, not bad. Okay, there we go. So we're about halfway through the tokens. We're at 326 out of 600. And I just need to get 3 more successes. Let's see. 30% chance. Yo, we hit the 30. Let's go. That's dirty. Now it's a 1 in 5. That's a brilliant CTP odds. These are brilliant CTP's odds. Let's see here. 42 tokens. No, we missed it. Okay. We're going to try again here. 42 tokens. No, we missed it again. Okay, we're going to try again. 42 tokens is a 1 in 5. We hit it on the 3rd try. Not bad. Now we have 160 tokens left. So we have just under 6 attempts to... or not 6 attempts. We have like 4 attempts to get... Just under 4 attempts. So 3 attempts to get that last node. And that last node is pretty big. It's not the biggest one, but it does jump us from 3% to 5% pierce. And then it jumps us from 24 to 30% attack. The worst part about this system, I have to say, has to be how they designed the last few stages. It's very predatory in the sense that if you're a whale and you get to this last node that I'm about to unlock, it's really enticing. It's like, to get the last 3. because if you look, after this one, there's no upgrade. Look at this, 1 and 2. So the next 2 upgrades, 16 and 17, do nothing for you. And it's only at 18 that it then spikes, and it doubles the amount of pierce, and it gives you 8% attack, which is crazy. I covered this in the original video, and it's something that really bothered me. But I did want to you know, reiterate it again. Wow, we hit it. Because it does bother me. I really think they should go back and rebalance these. If I had to say, this should be like 7% pierce or 6% pierce, let's say. This should be, you know, 7 or 8% pierce, and then you should finally get 10. It's really unfortunate to do that. And look at this, it's a 10% chance. Look at this. I still have tokens here, and I'm going to spend them, but 10% chance. Are we going to hit it? No, we're going to fail. Okay. And we have one more try here. Are we going to hit it? No, we failed. Okay. 24 tokens left. Once I get... Captain America or Spider-Man or... I guess that's it, eh? Captain America or Spider-Man, or sorry, Captain Marvel, tier 4, or if they give Hawkeye or Vision a tier 4 and it's really powerful, then I'll get 25 tokens and I'll be able to try this again. I could probably buy that pack again and probably finish this, but again, it's like, it feels so bad, you know? And the thing is, once they introduce another team-up collection, right, here's the thing, once they introduce another team-up collection, then they will start allowing you to farm this one for free. And then at that point, I've already completed it, I'll just be piling up meaningless tokens. So hopefully in the future, maybe like in a year or two, they'll introduce a way for players to exchange tokens, maybe like with a daily limit or a weekly limit or a monthly limit, so whales can't just like exchange all of them for the newest one, but just for a way for players who have them stockpiled to get some value out of them, because I know for sure there are whales out there and like day one investors in this collection thing that have like thousands of these tokens of the you know, the Midnight Suns one or the Sinister Six one, and there's basically I don't know, can you even sell them? Can you even sell them for gold? Like, what would you do? You can sell them for gold. Wow. So yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. Anyways, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new team up collection. Was it worth the $40 or not? Thank you so much for watching the video. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.